I worked at Finney's Craft House and Kitchen in Westlake Village, California. It was a gastropub, so it did cater to all families, but we did have a big bar scene, and that's where we made most of our money. So I worked as a hostess, and as a hostess, we pretty much just stand up front, checking in people for the wait list, checking in reservations. We did help the waiters when they were busy, bringing out drinks as well, also cleaning the tables when we needed them. And just kind of helping around the restaurant for whatever needed to be done if we had extra time in our hands. My coworkers usually ranged from male and female. They were around my age, so they were young, probably like 18 to 25, so it was a younger scene. So the different positions we had were barbacks, so bartenders, cooks, busboys, food runners, managers, hostess and hosts, waitresses, waiters, and then of course the boss. So I think being female as a hostess, the company definitely liked that because I think as being a female, we come off to be more friendlier and just be like a happier front for the restaurant. So that could have played a big role as being a host or being a hostess. So personally, I didn't have too many problems, but I know the other hosts I work with and sometimes myself, while we were up at the front, we were next to the bar, so all of the men who used to come to the bar, usually we did have a few regulars who kind of were friendly with us, but a little too friendly at times, and you know, just kind of flirting, sometimes making us feel uncomfortable while we're trying to work. So sometimes there are more males working in restaurants, especially if there are male cooks mostly instead of women cooks, and usually as being a boss or a manager, I do tend to see more males, but where I worked, there was an even spread, so. I had a few different managers, but they were both men. I never had an issue with it because they were always really friendly with all of us, but I know with some people that could have been a problem. There was a dress code at our work, and yes, the dress code was gender-oriented. The girls had to wear a skirt, and if it did get cold, we were meant to wear black pants and only black pants. And usually the guys would just show up in any pants they wanted, shorts, and never really got in trouble. So yeah, definitely with the skirts, it was gender-oriented. The waiters or waitresses or the bartenders, they would have to take a percentage of their tips and tip us out. And I did notice that sometimes, you know, we wouldn't be getting tipped out every night we were working, and I usually would have a lot of the women waitresses come and tip me by the end of the night. Sometimes the males wouldn't. I'm not sure if that's just because they forgot, but that was kind of a consistent thing that would always happen. It was definitely equal with men and women coming to eat the food, but definitely at the bar it was probably more than half males. Personally, I never had a horrible experience, but my friend who was also a hostess, she did have one experience where one of the male coworkers were just kind of flirting with her a lot, texting her when they weren't on the job, and you know, even hanging around the hostess stand while they were supposed to be working. So that definitely made her a little uncomfortable, just being, you know, their coworkers, and that was it. But a lot of times the males were also very friendly with the males who would come in to have drinks at the bar. So it was more of just like a friend way, and they were just kind of joking around and being dudes, I guess.
Do you consider your gender to have a large effect on your work?
My workplace, no, I did not have it be a large effect, but I know other places women do struggle with that.